3, Rob, our final topic. Release dates for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends of Arceus have been announced. This is from
So it's
Polygon.
actually Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's the title. It's not Legends of Arceus. It's Pokemon Legends.
Pokemon Legends
Arceus.
Arceus. Why did I
Yeah.
write that? You know what? I gotta rewrite these things. So Pokemon Brilliant and Pokemon Shining Pearl will come out November 19th. Pokemon Legends Arceus will be released on January 28th, 2022. Super, like, right around the corner, I feel like.
I'm pumped. I'm so pumped for that. Like,
So for those who don't know, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are remakes of the 2006 Diamond and Pearl games from the Nintendo DS. Players will return to the Sinnoh region. Pokemon Legends will also send players to the Sinnoh region, but in a different timeline. This takes place in the distant past before Diamond and Pearl. So, first question, do you think this is way too soon for Arceus to come out?
I have a feeling that they are going to announce a Switch Pro this year, and they want Pokemon Legends to run on the Switch Pro.
Well, Rob, I'm glad you said Pokemon's. I'm glad you said the Nintendo Switch Pro because there's rumors circulating saying that they're releasing. I
saw it.
You saw that, right? That they're announcing the Switch Pro
E3
within days.
Yeah.
Within days before E3. So that might be true. They might be getting that announcement ready so that we can play games like Pokemon Legends Arceus or Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Oh, Wind Waker, Jesus Christ.
Wind Waker too.
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild.
Be good too. Breath of the Wild too. Like those games might be, and it might be coming out September from what they say. This is also rumors, so we can't really but this is good news. Now, for this game, we saw this a couple months ago, right?
March or February, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
It didn't run well. It didn't run well from what we saw, right? The trailer was pretty cool, but the game itself was kind of running at like 3 frames per second. It seemed,
and it was bare. It was very bare.
And it was very bare. So for this release date, for them to release it the 28th of January, that's a little soon to me, and I'm a little nervous that this isn't going to be what we think it is. Right, like we're kind of hoping it be the Pokemon RPG game that we want on consoles. I'm not sure if that's the case.
I think it's a step in the right direction. Even if it's not that, I think it's a step in the right direction because if they're slowly inching their way towards that, like Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
they made it so it wasn't as linear as other games. They made it where you had the wild area where you can go and basically find whatever Pokemon you want.
And that was a huge step in the series, which was
exactly
I thought was great, right?
So I think the Pokemon Company or Nintendo is proceeding with caution when it comes to the open world. When they do it, they want like a Breath of Wild kind of like wow from people.
That's the thing, dude. Like they're marketing this game like if it's Breath of the Wild. Like if you watch that trailer that we just saw last time in March, it was kind of like Breath of the Wild. It gave you Breath of the Wild vibes. So they're definitely setting this game expectations high for us, and I think I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but I think from what we saw, and maybe we saw like an old early build of the game, but from what we saw, I'm just like, wow, they have 7 months
well
left
they've also been very hush about this game. They've been very hush. They haven't really shown any more gameplay for it, so that tells me that they're really working on it. And when they do show another thing of it, possibly this next couple of weeks, they're going to show some gameplay from it that will put, that'll have some of our questions answered.
My only issue with the game, sorry about that. Sorry, let me cut you off real quick. My only issue with the game is those 2 things that we just mentioned. The fact that it was very bare when we watched the trailer, and the frame rate looked kind of off. If they can fix those 2 things, I think we have a winner here. I think we have a hit.
I think they kind of like rushed it as far as like showing it off. I think they wanted to show it off with Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond all together.
Sure.
So at that point, they were like, okay, this is what we have for it, but it's obviously a much bigger game.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we saw that, is because they were trying just to show it with those 2. Because if those 2 just came out, right? If it was just like, all right, it's just Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, you'd be like, okay, like they're remakes, but they're not like like they're not full-fledged remakes. They're like over the head style. Like they're just they use like little cartoony avatars and stuff like that. So I like that they added Legends to it. It could be like, oh, like this is actually what you guys really want is this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it makes sense because it all takes place in the same region, you know. So it would have made a little bit more sense if the legend, like Pokemon Legends Arceus, would come out first and then the remakes. But whatever, it is what it is. But this is cool. I'm excited. What do you think about Brilliant, Pokemon Brilliant and Pokemon Shining Pearl?
I mean, I'm in. Like,
you'll play them again.
And 100%. I'm gonna definitely get them and enjoy them. And because that's the one that I remember the least amount is Pearl
I don't
and
remember
Diamond.
much about these two games, to be honest.
I played it back in the DS, like when I was 13, 12 years old, and I haven't really played them since. Actually, you know who was playing it a couple of months ago? Jess. She was playing it on the DS.
Oh, nice. Dope.
She's playing the original. So, and I just like was watching her. I was just like, she was like, where do I have to go? I was like, I don't remember.
Don't ask me. I'm done.
Yeah, I just like, but I'm glad that we're going back to Sinnoh, and I'm glad that we're going we're going back in time in Sinnoh, which is really cool.
I think that's a cool change, right? Because going back in time and seeing the changes that they make in this game are really going to be the key features, and it's going to be interesting to see, right?
I love the characters' outfits in this game too.
The characters' outfits, just the design of the game, of like the way it looks pretty cool. Like I think it just has a different vibe to it, a different feel to it. The cartoony style that it has, I think it looks pretty cool. I like it.
Last question here about this game. Do you think that there's going to be multiple of these Pokemon Legend games? Because it's called Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? They did it like separate, like Pokemon Legends and then Arceus. Do you think there's going to be like Pokemon Legends like Lugia or something like that? Do you think it's a running series that they're going to go for?
Stupid question. Is Arceus a Pokemon?
Yes, he is the god Pokemon.
There's a god Pokemon.
He's a god Pokemon. Yes. He's a god of Pokemon. That's him.
No fucking way. All right. Hang on. Stop the podcast. Arceus Pokemon. Hang on.
I'm telling you, he's a god.
What does he look like?
He's like this like weird horse-looking thing.
Oh, I've seen him before. Yeah.
He's in Super Smash Brothers. He's a god. Yeah. I don't know how many times. Here, I'll read it from this article here. Arceus is a normal type mythical Pokemon introduced in Generation 4. This Pokemon is known as a creator of the Pokemon world. So God.
Wow.
It is the most powerful Pokemon in the Pokemon world, being able to change into any type and has the highest base stat of any non-mega Pokemon.
Interesting. So I understand your question even more now. So yeah, this could possibly be just another adaptation to the series. So it could be Pokemon Legends Arceus. It could be Pokemon Legends Zapdos or Lugia, whatever they want to do next. It'd be interesting to see if that's the route that they're taking, right? But what would they do with like a Pokemon Legends Lugia? You know what I mean? Like what?
I would be cool if we did like a Pokemon Legends like Rayquaza, where like you go back in time to where like Groudon and Kyogre were like back in the day when they were fighting and stuff like that. Yeah. I really like the way where they're going with the series. I like that they went back in time.
I enjoy that. I think that's cool. And it brings a breath of fresh air into the series because
it gets stale.
It gets stale, exactly. And seeing this kind of like you said, like the Pokemon Company is definitely making small strides, right? They're not making huge leaps, but they're making small little improvements in the game that will hopefully eventually lead to a Pokemon RPG game on the Switch or Switch Pro. And that's exactly what we want. Like we just literally want the handheld adaptation to the console, but just make it like an actual console game, right? Like at least that's what I wanted. I don't know if it's changed in the past couple of years, but when I was more into Pokemon, like that's exactly what I wanted.
I just want an open world Pokemon game. That's all I want.
That's it. And I think we're going to have that. I feel like that's going to be the case, but they just have to address those issues that they first showed, so yeah, we'll see. We don't have to wait too long, right? January 28th, 2022.
Not even. We have to wait till November. November, you play Brilliant Diamond and
sure.
Shining Pearl, and you'll play that for a month or two, and then boom, the Legends Arceus comes out.
I'm a little upset that you haven't played Pokemon Snap yet.
I haven't gotten around to it. I haven't gotten around to it. I will play it.
All right, we'll see. We're all waiting. We're all waiting for your game of the week. All right, guys. Well, this was our episode 20 of the Project Tech Gaming Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you guys enjoy our content, enjoy our podcast, you can follow us on Spotify and other streaming services as well, Apple as well. You can also follow us on YouTube at Project Tech Gaming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like. We appreciate it. Rob, any final thoughts?
No, you guys are awesome. Continue to listen and watch. And more fun things to come soon. We're going to be doing a little upgrading on our equipment too. Right, Kelv?
Very soon.
That'll be coming.
So stay tuned.
So we can get some better quality stuff. So,
and for the newcomers too, as well, for the new subscribers, welcome. Thank you guys for subscribing.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys enjoy our content.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. All right.